And this is going to be every coaster at my Planet Coaster Field. I'll start with the biggest one, which is, I think it's called Rust. And it is 388 feet tall. No, it isn't. It's 340, but it's tall. We'll put it that way. I'll turn on the volume, they're really loud. So it's at 30, it was originally at 40, but... So there's still a decent bit of the ride left. So I'll explain a few things. So this is like a big coaster in the kind of back of the park. You can see some of the other ones around it here. That goes around that bend. Now this was originally a different coaster, which was the same style, but it wasn't the same ride. This is a different ride. So here, this used to go back to the station, but I extended it. So now, normally that would turn right and go to the station, but now it goes up another hill around this corner, very slowly, like 15 miles an hour, and then drops down into another airtime hill, which is quite tight. If I remember correctly, is this the short one? Yeah, it is. So that's the end of that ride. Here are the stats for those of you interested. You can pause the video and read them. This is Junker. This is an inverted coaster. I'm gonna skip forwards on this one because its lift hill is quite long. Well, it isn't long, it's just on Rust I sped the lift hill up. This one I didn't, so this one's 5 miles an hour, where Rust it's 13. And since I'm doing this testing, you won't hear the annoying screams in the background. There's a Ponte Rojo, which looks a lot better from outside the ride than it does on the ride. And then that's basically it, because there's this little drop and it goes into the brakes. I would make the ride a bit longer, but there wasn't much room in the area I put it in, so yeah. Here are the stats for all of you interested. this is Megalodon, which is a flying coaster. So, well, it looks like you're sitting like an invert. You're in fact not. I'm speeding the lift hill for this. But you're actually facing down like that. But you face up like this in the game. And here's Megalodon. This one's a lot shorter than the other two, I think. I mean, it isn't shorter, but it's a bit more compact because, again, not much room. This is quite a small theme park. And there's still the annoying screams as well. And that's that. So you'll see when we reach into the station, it's going to fold back to how you're actually sitting, and that's going to basically just prove how it's a flying coaster. Okay. Here are the stats. This right here is Taillights. I don't have to speed the lift hill up for this one because it's actually a 40-mile-an-hour launch up a hill, which, yeah, it's odd, but I mean, it works. This ride is literally made around this little terrain area here. So it goes up and down this one hill because, I mean, I kind of had to. So it's, again, pretty basic layout with like lots of turns, except this one's more of a terrain coaster since it's based on like the terrain up the top. If you're looking at the black one next to it, which looks pretty crazy, yeah, that one's next. But we're not gonna look at that one yet. You can skip forwards to that one if you want to. If you want to skip Taillights, or if you want to skip any of the rides, to be honest, you can just skip forwards. And there isn't much left of the ride. This is just a long straight track to enter back to the station, which is over there. So I'm gonna stats for the people who want them. This is Siren Song, one of the crazier rides. It goes upside down. Well, I'm gonna say it goes upside down. The actual proper word for it is inversion, but it goes upside down 13 times in total. You can count along if you want to. Which that basically also means this ride is one off the current world record, which belongs to the Smiler, Alton Towers, which is basically the same ride. It's like, this is the kind of same ride, just, it's like this, the model that the Smiler is made in Planet Coaster, and it's this model. So I made my own version just using the model track, and I came up with this, which is named Siren Song, when I was originally trying to theme this park to pirates, and I gave up, as you can see by the names of some of the other ones. There is in fact 2 trains on this ride. So there's 2 trains, normally, because there's 3 lift hills, so normally they can be, they're normally quite far away from each other. I originally had 3 trains, but 1 train would stop on the 3rd lift hill, which is coming up, so I decided to get rid of it and go with only 2 trains. This is the 3rd lift hill. So here, Taillights was actually built after Siren Song. There used to be a ride called Fusion where Taillights sits. So, if you're wondering why they're so close, I had to put a ride in there. Well, I didn't have to, but I wanted to put a ride into that quite tight space. So it's there. So there is still 2 roller coasters left. This video is getting quite long though, and I don't know if I should actually do them in this video. Again, here are the stats for those of you who want them. So this is Furnace. This used to be Treasure, and then I changed it to Furnace because RMC, which is, yeah. Basically, it takes old wood coasters and makes them steel. So, this is a decently, I think, short ride, but it's not like the longest thing to ever. It's not the shortest ride to ever exist, and it's not the longest. It's kind of in the middle. So there's a couple of breaks here just to slow it down, because the break one's actually pretty short, because I realised I had to put it in quickly. So it kind of goes around here, and then the stats for those. This is the Legend, also known as the first coaster I put in the park. I actually originally built this at a different park, which is named, I think, Wallaby Wonderland. I think it's actually supposed to be Winter Wonderland. I'm probably going to do a part 2 showing all my parts. This is part 1, this is Fairway Park. This was a blueprint, so I used a blueprint, and I built this at Winter Wonderland, and I moved it over to Fairway Park. I will now be quiet and let you just enjoy the ride, I guess. I realised a lot of parts of this ride look like they're sped up, but oh well, they're not. It's just very quick. This is just a final helix, and like the screen gets covered because like it's actual people, like all the actual animations, and they cover their face for some reason when something gets a bit close, which yeah, I don't understand that. But this is the final break one, and here are the stats for anyone who cares. Okay, bye.